Hello and welcome back to the Right Turn Randy YouTube channel. Today we're going to be taking the Tide car for a test drive. I've got the cooling system filled up and ready to go, and I've also got the Weiand hooked up and grounded again. If you remember from last time, the carburetors were running too lean and the engine actually died when I was trying to start it. I pulled a half a turn out of each of the screws on both of the carburetors to get it to just keep idling, and that was doing fine, but we didn't know what the mixture was. So now that I have the Weiand hooked up, we can figure out what the mixture is. And we'll take it for a test drive and see what the air-fuel ratios are at part throttle and maybe full throttle if we're feeling frisky. And I don't know if I gotta go full throttle on it, but that's gonna be the scary part. We'll see what happens. I don't know if this stock block's gonna be able to take it with the 671 on it, but it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of boost there is. Alright, so we got the air fuels up at about 12. It's not bad, not showing any boost obviously, but air fuel's looking good so far. Should rinse that up a little bit probably. So after just that initial fire up, all of the headers were getting up to about 500 degrees. It's cooled a little bit now, but everything is at least pretty consistent. Looks like everything's around 250, something like that, but it's cooling down because I've got the water running through it. So, but everything is fairly consistent. So I know it's running on all cylinders. I think I've got the timing wrong because that timing mark is in the center. So I'm looking to get top dead center on that 0 right there. And I wasn't even thinking about that was the end. I was going off the bottom of that tab right there, which is 10 degrees off. Probably 20 degrees before top dead center instead of 30 degrees advanced. So I'm gonna bring it up about 10 degrees because it was getting up to almost 500 degrees, the headers already. So we're gonna see if we can get it to run a little bit cooler by advancing the timing. Alright, it's looking pretty good at over 6 psi fuel pressure, 60 pounds oil pressure, and then but we're down to 10 on the air fuel. But it may just be like that because it's warming up, I'm not sure. But it's idling 900, which is pretty good, sounding good. Sounds good. Let's take a look and see what the exhaust temperatures are. Yeah, 563, 600. 540, 560, 480, 540, 500, 515, 500. Seems pretty warm already. Man, that fuel gauge and oil gauge, those things are rock solid. Not moving at all. Alright, timing's sitting pretty, about 32 degrees. So it's getting pretty warm now, 150, 160. So I'm going to kill it, I'm going to lock down the timing, and then as it sits right now, I should be able to take it for a test drive, see what the air fuels are, cruising, and give it a little throttle and see what happens. Alright, so when I ran the car, warmed it up, I was looking down and I have a few coolant leaks. I had these down here were leaking. I didn't have the right socket to get down in there to tighten it up. So I ran down to good old Harbor Freight and picked up a set of these. So now those fit absolutely perfect. I'm gonna pull those out anyway and put some extra sealant on them, and then I'll snug them down really good. But the only one I could find these in was 1/2 inch, and all my 1/2 inch stuff is like really big. So I got some adapters. But man, I hate these packages. They're so tough to open. After all this time putting this thing together, finally gonna get to take it out on the street. I've got it warmed up now, it's probably 150, 160. So I'm gonna hop in this thing and just hope and pray that it doesn't blow up.
I'll take it for another test drive and I'll get a camera on the gauges so you guys can see what the wideband looks like. Well, this thing's everything I thought it would be, man. This thing's everything I thought it would be.
It is everything I thought it would be. Woo! That burnout got up to like $6 grand, I'm pretty sure, and was holding there for a while. I hope I didn't hurt anything. Like, I really don't, because I shouldn't have revved it that high. Even for a motor like this, it probably okay, but who knows. But that went well, I think. So it's the next day. I just checked the fuel in this thing, and it's just over a quarter tank. So I'm thinking I'm gonna drive it over into town and fill it up with 93, which is not gonna be a good time because of how expensive gas is right now, but it has to have 93 in it. It'll also be a good opportunity to figure out what the air fuel's really doing to know how I'm gonna need to adjust the carburetors. Right now, it's okay at cruising like 13 to 1, 12 to 1, which is gonna be fine as long as I don't beat on it too much. I'm gonna need to roll into the throttle a couple times to see if the lean issue is the accelerator pumps not doing their job properly, or the check springs or the step-up springs for the needles. I may have to jet the secondaries. When I go full throttle, it's like at like 12 something, I think, at 13. So I'm gonna need to richen everything up for sure. But I'm gonna take one more drive with it, fill it up with fuel, and do a little bit more testing just to see where exactly the air fuels are so I can know how I'm gonna need to adjust the carburetor.
And then we're just gonna take a nice leisurely cruise over to the gas station. I can't get crazy on it because it's not tuned yet. So let's go drive over there and get us some 93. Yeah, cruising at 13. Not enough. It's really low. It's super cold out. Engine's only 150 degrees right now. When it starts to roll in it gets really lean. Then back off, it richens up really good. Alright, so let's do a little bit of a roll from 1500 and see what it does. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a supercharger in a cup car.
No, I don't know that there's any cup car with a supercharger on it.
That is gorgeous. Wow. Can I look at it?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, hop out, take pictures, whatever you want.
Man.
What do you think?
I like it. Wow. That's sweet, man. Old cup car, or is it like...
It's one of Ricky Rudd's old cup cars. Yes.
God, that's awesome. I was thinking like the blower shop or BDS there for a second.
No, I just got a stock one. I don't need... I'm not that serious yet.
Says the guy driving a NASCAR with a supercharger.
Well, I'm gonna check it out. Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Cool, yeah, it's a pleasure to meet you guys too.
That's awesome. You know? Made my day.
driving this thing went really well. I am stoked on this thing. Can't wait to start taking it to events. But that is going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like the videos, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.